everybody. Peace. It's Mr. B. Today we're talking about two-dimensional shapes, right? We're talking about flat shapes like this one. See, it's flat. That's what we're talking about. And we've already talked about the circle, right? And you can get your shapes out. And the square and the triangle. Did we talk about the triangle? I believe we did. The circle, the square, and the triangle, right? We've talked about those, and we've been working on our Santa Claus picture, right? We did rectangles too, didn't we? Yeah, today we're going to talk about rectangles and a different shape called an oval. Now, if I draw this, that's a square. Now you see how on a square, all of these sides are the same length, aren't they? This is the same size as that, and that's the same size as that, and like that. We're going to talk about his stretched out brother. His stretched out brother, it looks like, let's see, this. That's called a rectangle. Now, here's how you can tell if it's a square or a rectangle. You see how a rectangle has two long sides, real long sides here, and two shorter sides, right? Where the square, all the sides are the same length, aren't they? The square, this side is as long as this side, and that's as long as this side and this side. All the sides are the same length. But on a rectangle, it's like a stretched out square, isn't it? It's got two long sides and two short sides. Now, the circle also has a stretched out brother. Let's see if I can erase these. Just I can't. Okay. Let's go. Nope. Let's do this. All right. So if I have a plain old circle, whoa, hey. If I have a plain old circle here, right? It's completely round, isn't it? Like this. It's round all the way. It's not stretched out, is it? That's a circle. But if I take my circle and I stretch it out, I get a different shape. See how that's a circle? It's kind of round, but it's got like stretched out. We call that an oval. That's called an oval. So the stretched out brother of a square is called the rectangle, and the stretched out circle is called an oval. Now, if we go to our Santa Claus picture here, we are going to draw in, color in the ovals today. Whoops, okay. So you should have your Santa Claus picture. It should look like this from the other day. Remember, we colored our rectangles in blue, didn't we? We got our blue rectangles. Here's one, and here's one, and here's one, and here's one. They're like stretched out squares. And today we're going to finish our picture by coloring in our ovals. Now, ovals are supposed to be colored in with red. So take your red crayon. We're going to kind of look for some ovals here. Look, Santa Claus's head is kind of an oval, isn't it? Oh, he's got a red face, doesn't he? Yeah. He's got a red face. Yeah. So you can color that in red. Look, his body here is even colored in red, isn't it? But see how it's an oval? It's not a perfect circle, is it? It's like a stretched out circle. So that's an oval there. His little beard is kind of an oval, isn't it? You could color that in red. And these shapes over here are also ovals, aren't they? I'm going to color those in red. They're like stretched out circles. And Mr. B's trying to color them in the best I can. Look, the star on top of the tree here is like two ovals put together. It's kind of a nice way to draw a star, isn't it? Huh? And his face is kind of an oval. His face is definitely an oval. Sandy's got a red face. He must have a sunburned face. Ah, Santa Claus. Sunburned face. Ah. And we're going to color his beard in. I don't like the way that ended up. Do you? That looks terrible. Ah. Oh well, that's how it looks. And then go ahead and color in his whole body here. And you can be coloring while I'm coloring. Just get out your crayons and do your best work. And I'll be honest, I'm not a very good colorer. But I'm doing the best I can. We colored in all the ovals today. And we're going to do another picture tomorrow. Kind of color this in the very best you can. Whee! Remember, if you don't have crayons at home, you can tell me in the messages and I will try to get you a box of crayons, okay? There we go. Hey, that looks pretty good. Color this in here. Should be red. And just kind of take your time and enjoy coloring, filling things in. All right, Mr. B. That's not very good, but it's the best I can do. I'm not very good at coloring. And maybe you're not very good at coloring too, but that's okay. We do the very best we can, right? So your Santa Claus picture should kind of look like this. All right, and if you didn't get done, that's okay. After the video, just finish it up. Today we talked about rectangles and squares, and we talked about ovals and circles. All right, we'll continue talking about these shapes, and then we're going to move into patterns, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.